Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. And I want to let you guys know that I was struggling for about 3 minutes to write the title of this video because the PS5 will not let me say what I want to say. And I'm happy to say it, but the next update that I guess we get to call it PC Oni is getting, because as we know, PC, Steam, and Switch, they're all merged together. JPPC, they're all together. Basically, what I want to say, and it will not let me write it in any possible way possible. I tried so many differentiations of this, but PC Oni is finally getting its shit together. Okay? Great. If you look at the title, I wrote itself. It wouldn't let me write crap. It wouldn't let me write, like, I couldn't use dollar signs. Like, this isn't like 2002 anymore. You can't just make up slurs. Oh, anyway, PC Oni's finally getting its shit together. Next update. Okay, so for us on PS4, this is something we'll see in 2 weeks' time. I believe one or 2 weeks' time. So right now, PC has an update where it's just Dungeon Boost campaign. Basically, like, whenever there's like a kerfuffle fuck up on on Oni's side, when they're like, they had to do that whole merger stuff because of they did have some issues, like they postponed a maintenance because it took them so long to get that thing integrated. And they are fixing issues for people having transfer code stuff, so I see you saying that, Novelid. I was reading that a minute ago. So there is going to be a bunch of bug fixes. That's what I'm saying. They're getting their shit together. But basically, if you guys know Flex Tape, basically whenever there's a fuck-up update, like basically whenever like something puts a wrench in their plan, Cyberstep's just like, Dungeon Boost campaign, just slapping that flex seal right on the fucking, right on the glass. Like, I should make that custom, I should make like a little thumbnail for that, just like Flex Tape, and it's just like, Dungeon Boost campaign. Like, that's the fucking Band-Aid solution. So yeah, so we're going to have a Dungeon Boost campaign next week. It does involve Elios coming back. So for people that like, oh no, I didn't know Elios was leaving, or I'm really close to my weapon, or, I want to go fight Elios. Elios will be back with reward up for the week. Leviathan will be challengeable 3 times a day. Like Leviathan, Ignis, Darkfin. Everybody loves Darkfin. Everyone loves Darkfin. Everyone hates islands. That's how it goes. And the other one, Forest of Chaos, they'll all be challengeable every day for 3 times a day. Like, you guys know the deal. Blitz Tiamat might have energy reduction. Experience Dungeon will have its energy reduced. If you guys want to power level some more, by all means, keep the lights on at Oni HQ. Or is it Sony HQ? Oni HQ. So, like, you guys know what Dungeon Boost campaign is. So that's what we're going to have after our update Thursday night. I think it's Thursday night for us. There's been no official confirmation. I was asked this last stream when I thought it was, and I believe it's the 7th or the 8th. But you can always verify it by going to your friendly neighborhood on Coral Pond. Yeah, the 7th of October, as we see here, 10/7. So it'll be the night of, like, it'll be like 6 in the morning that time, or maintenance around 2. So tomorrow will be the last day of this event. So if you want to tie up loose ends with the actual event, it's not Valentine's, it's Halloween, the Halloween event. Oh my god. I thought of Valentine's because they gave out so many cudgels that this event has so many cudgels, you literally can't hold all these cudgels. Like, it's just like that meme. They're like, why can't I hold all these cudgels? Because you get over like 200, and you can only have 99 in storage and 99 on your person, and it's just like, I gotta go smelt something. Like, fuck. Anyway, so, that said, if you guys have any LTD boosts or LTD restores, anything like that, make sure you guys use that up by tomorrow. That's when that goes away. So, PC is getting their shit together, and this is awesome, okay? I took a bunch of screenshots. I'll post them as a community post later on. Just like basically highlights of what we're going to talk about today. And another thing, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? I'm great. I'm off for a couple days. I'm off for a week actually, and I'm well rested, well adjusted. I've been sleeping a lot. Like I haven't got a lot of sleep. I slept today. I feel amazing. Just watched a movie. I feel great, full of energy, and I know it's 2 in the morning, but I feel great. So let me pop that back open because I was reading this a while ago. So I don't know, guys, if you can tell by my tone, but I'm very excited for what's coming. I'm very excited for this update we're going to get in 2 weeks. As who was that just posted there? Someone had said that. It's my buddy with the mask. Why can't I think of your name? But yeah, you mentioned Infernal Purg. So yeah, Infernal Purg is going to be the next purgatory that comes, which essentially means, if my title could have been longer, I would have called it Infernal Marrow Purg, but, you know, just marrows. Because that's basically what it is. Like, some people might be inclined to go after it. You know, it all depends how it goes. I farmed it a little bit. By the way, just for the record, Infernal Purg, just trivia about it, it's the only Purg that has sellable drops. They're not worth buying unless you needed like 1 nucleus, but you can actually like buy the parts. Like if you needed like 1 nucleus, they'd be worth buying. So if you wanted to like just farm marrows and just have this like side deal going of nuclei, you know, by all means, you could turn a profit for the desperate. Definitely could. So what we can infer from that is that, so we're going to have Infernal, so then we're going to assume we're going to have Sleet, and then Levin, probably till the end of the year, because when the Gargoyles come, they didn't bring them all at once, so we're probably going to get a whole cycle of Gargs. So that means on PC, the event's going to run from the 6th, which is tomorrow, till the 20th, so about a two-week period, 14 days, yep. People farm Purg, seriously? Right on. Infernal. I mean, Infernal, for those who don't know, Infernal is the Purg itself is actually very easy to craft. Like, this is actually our first time with 10OC Restores, maybe our first time with 10OC Restores and a Purg Gargoyle. Maybe. I know there was that one time where the exchange shop was all messed up or whatever. But that is interesting. You know, you will still need to get like 9,000 treasures. You'll still need to, you know, get your recipe and then farm all your drops. But the actual crafting of the weapon is easy peasy compared to Dullahan or Lucifer purgatories. Basically, you just make all 8 gargoyle 115s, and you get yours to 100, and you get the others to 50, and you're done. You could like make all the mats in a day. Like it just takes drops. Like we're gonna have so many drops. Like it's just gonna be irrelevant. But that's not something we're gonna have right now. That'll be a couple weeks for us. So if you guys, you know, want to run it or whatever, you know, set some money aside. Set some restores aside. Okay, so first off, I didn't mention this in the title because I didn't have enough room in the title. I have to translate this to English. I am Google translating, by the way, or Apple, whatever I'm using right now. So they're getting a Sublime. It says new Sublimes are here, and I don't know if they're new or not because they don't translate. They translate things literally and not like. How does that word? I know that word. Like there's translation, and then there's like I can't think of it. It starts with a C. Anyway, like, I don't know, adjust for connotation. It's just a literal translation. Anyway, it says I don't recognize these pictures. They show a fire, wind, moon sublimation and mystery of thunder drums sublimation. Like they could be old sublimes, but I don't know. The more I look at it, I think they are old sublimes. Like, does Sword have a fire sublime? Like, it says Firebird Fugetsu sublimation. So Sword's gonna get, like, Phoenix Isn't it Phoenix Blade 7 or Phoenix Slash 7? There's going to be a Phoenix Slash Sublime. Is Phoenix Slash Sublime, for those that know, has that ever reared its head before? Is that something that already exists? The more I look at it, it says Odachi's getting Rock Attack Sublime, so that might be Vaunted Boulder Blade Sublime. Axe is getting Rock Attack, Mystic Rock Attack Sublime, which might... It's not Harvester, so that would have to be Rock Shattering Strike Sublime. I don't think I've ever seen it. Spear's getting Mystic Flame Spear Sublimation. That might be a Revolving Blast. Twin Swords is getting Mystic Instant Ice Flash Sublimation. I have no idea what that is for Twin Sword. Maybe that's the ice one, but I'm not too sure. And then Bow is getting Icicle Storm Sublime. I think that already existed. And then Short Cane, which is Wand, is getting Fushin Engine Sublime. Well, Fujin Raijin Sublime, that's been around for years. Maybe it's that, maybe it's not. And then Staff is getting Thunder Drum Sublime, which I believe is Rolling Thunder Sublime. So I don't think they're new Sublimes. I think they're a rerun of old Sublimes, just like how we just had Collapsing Blade and Shoal Slash coming out. Hey, Tekkadan, how you doing? There's a lot of stuff coming in this next update for PC, which then translates to, PS4. So we're going to talk about it. So, new Sublime's coming back. There's Sublime's rerun. Oh my god, I'm reading, like, this verbatim. God damn, I couldn't think of that word earlier. But I'm just reading this, like, literally, and it's just like, yeah, that makes sense. New Sublime rerun. It's not new. That's what it says. Okay, so there's a new Blaze Mag on the market. It's an insult to my person, but it's basically a water Blaze Mag. It has one ornamentation slot. It lets you do 100k over cap. Do with it what you will. But the Super Rain Magatama is coming. It's the Blaze Mag for water. Big surprise. They're going to go through all 8 elements and, try and game some money off some people. Okay, they also have the Lucifer outfit packs are coming back, and they're for men and women body types. So before I only ever really saw people with the female ones, so I didn't even know there were male ones. But that makes sense. They wouldn't just market to like half of the pop. Well, 85% of players are female, I think. Pretty sure. Anyway, so the Lucifer body packs are coming back. They all come with limited tickets and transcendent smelting and ornamentation. I don't know if there's 4 of each or just 1. You have to roll for the others. I don't really know. Yeah. And since there is a male and female pack, it makes sure to mention that you don't buy the one you can't use, because then it'll just take up space in your inventory. And the reason why that's possible is because of the new Fantasia crystals to be able to change your gender. So if you were to change your gender, you have to have clothes of that gender to use. So people are able to buy both. Make sure you don't buy the wrong pack. So the Lucifer and Satan event is coming back. This is the one where Lucifer was just this like in heat mommy milfy character, and she was awesome. And we collected like cherries and stuff in the Garden of Eden. I'm not even kidding. We make the love nectar pie. It was a great event. People who didn't read the dialogue, I feel bad for you. So here's the kicker about that. They have these really beautiful wings as part of it. Like there's these Lucifer ones with like blue crystals. Oh, they look beautiful. Anyway, that event is the event we never got. It's the only event we never got. If this is the rerun of the second version of the Lucifer event, this is the only event that we missed on our merge. When we merged with JP, we missed out on Collapsing Blade Sublime, Shoal Slash Sublime, and the Ice Knowledges. So if this is the same event, this is the one that had the Ice Knowledge Mags. So that's a big win. If that is what it is, they should be in the exchange shop. So if that is the one, fingers crossed, then that means more knowledges for new players. more mags to ornament, more mags to have. I know ice isn't that big of a kicker for a lot of us, because for those that do have redux mags, you know, it's like, well, I have 40 ice on this, why do I need that one? You know, but it's always nice to fit that into your build. Because I know with the Katerions, I was like, well, I have redux, like I don't. Anyway, for everybody, that's great. Ice knowledge is fantastic. And there's these new Lucifer background things. They mentioned that they're going to update the model for Satan and Lucifer as assist characters. They're changing a bunch of their physics and stuff. That's good. There's also big giant donuts you can buy for your room, and you can sit on them. So I think that's worth at least $1,000 worth of rolls. Absolutely. Hey, Justy. So now, never say never. We have had knowledges rerun, like, and you know, knowledge is a broad term. You did refer to them as dark knowledge. So I can't see it that Yogg would never come back, because Yogg's one of the best events of all time. They really should bring out some other sides of different elements. That'd be fun. But we have had knowledge mags rerun before. So, like, just a couple months ago, we had the Shikibu event rerun. And that had Katerions and Lucent mags, and the exchange shop reset. It was beautiful. So anything's possible. Like, if Cyberset wants to print money, they just, like, go, like, knowledge mag event, exchange shop takes 20 energy a hell run, they make a lot of money. Easy. Done. Okay. So then it mentions that the Lucifer Satan event will have an exchange shop Nyankoropon. So they'll have like what we have with Lancelot, and it can be reset 11 times from what I can hear. So you get 12 runs through that. Okay. Then it mentions Infernal Purg. Good afternoon. Or is it noon? It's 2 o'clock. Somewhere. How you doing, Jack? Yeah, so Infernal Purg is coming. That's the next Purg. I know a lot of people wonder what the next Purg is. Could I use a fire weapon? I don't know. Okay. So, here is a big thing for me. What? No, the event's awesome. But you can have your opinions. So, I remember many times I go on the Twitter and they send an update and I said, hey, where's Blacksmith? I said, hey, where's Blacksmith? This update mentions Blacksmith. And if you know me, you know that I was hyping up this Blacksmith ornamentation for like months. Months. Well, not months, but like weeks maybe. It has been months. But the Blacksmith ornamentation, I did like a whole video talking about how it's like probably one of the best ornamentations ever. They have mentioned that it is coming. So I'm looking at the rough Japanese to English translation, but I'll read it for word here. The new Magatama decoration Tengaizeshi Kagigami will appear. I will introduce the effects of some Heaven Returns and Blacksmiths. So, Heaven Returns and Blacksmith. The Blacksmith God ornamentation is the one I've wanted forever. What? No, I'm talking about PC's update, Junk. I'm talking about PC's update that we're going to get in 2 weeks. I'm excited for this update because of Blacksmith. So what Blacksmith does, basically, is it's going to have attack percent rollable, and the baby ornament's going to cost like 2, hey Bada, it's going to cost 2 chakra. So similarly to how I ornamented a couple of my mags, if we look at my, what the hell is that? Okay. If we look at my soul mag I just crafted, I did create it and craft it. Anyway, ornament is what I'm going to say. I put on Hero's Wander, and Hero's Wander gave it extra cooldown. I was able to give cooldown to a non-cooldown mag and make it usable. This thing is the same same gist. The blacksmith ornamentation is going to be a 2 chakra ornamentation. You can pretty much do it on anything, and it's going to take materials from a blaze mag, one of them. It could be the new rain one. Maybe the rain one is the ice one again. I don't know, because it was originally supposed to come with that, so we'll have to look at the ornamentation to see what balls it's going to take, where your point room stuff's going to go. But the blacksmith ornamentation, basically, you're gonna have to like re-roll this until it's like perfect. It's very, very pay to win. Like, don't like let me fool you with charisma. Like, I can wail from time to time, and for power, this is like one of the first things you can like directly just wail for and get power. Okay, like it's not like just trying or getting a build. No, like this is literally you're just injecting yourself with attack percentage, which is unheard of. Okay, so what it does is it gives you give you like 1 out of 3 options or 1 out of 4 options, and those options are you'll get a maximum HP percent roll, and then you're going to get a maximum attack percent roll. And I don't know what the specifics are going to be for it. If it's like the cooldown cut, it could be 1 to 10%. It could be 1 to 5%. The next one up could be, it could be 5 to 10. And the last one is supposed to be 10 to 15% attack. But that's a 10 chakra ornamentation. We don't want to do that. But if we have a mag like a Senryu, I was saving up for a Senryu mag. I absolutely was. And you get a Senryu and you put triple attack blacksmith on it, you can have like a baby redux with skill force on it. Just insert. Like my Senryu mag has skill force on it, so that it lets me like use Chiami with max skill force. The blacksmith ornamentation is going to go on everything. Like it's like you can have a Lychee with triple blacksmith and it'd be fucking crazy. Like the Lychee mag, 3 ornamentation slots, what is it, 12 chakra? Or no, 10 chakra. A Lychee's 10? Yeah, so like this triple faded one I have right now, I could take another Lychee and go triple blacksmith, and the Lychee now gives you a bunch of affinity, and it could give you 15% attack, which is, the Kotanoa gives you 10%, and it's fucking crazy. You could have a Kotanoa with, this isn't a Kotanoa, I'm not wearing Kotos, there it is. You could have a Koto with like double blacksmith, and you'd have a mag that gives you 20% attack, or 2, or, whatever. It's going to be cracked. It's going to be really good. Druma points be damned. So I'm really excited for that. The fact that Blacksmith is finally being addressed and it's coming, like, Oni's getting their shit together. Like, honest to God, like, they're merging servers. They're just doing things good. They're tidying house. They're battening down the hatches, and they're getting this shit afloat. Or the ship, whatever. Like, it's beautiful to see them, getting their shit together. I can't stress that enough. All these years of like yelling and like, oh my god, why they don't know what they're doing? Oh my god. And now it's like, oh fuck, they're doing it. Okay, so then there's also some bug fixes. So they're going to change like the most annoying text in the world. Like the most like what is it? So you see how that's worded on the Magaton of Incredible Winds at the bottom? It says decrease durability reduction by 45%, and that's very misleading. Basically, they're just going to alter that line of text in like anything that has to do with adding durability, and they're just going to make it say this lowers your durability. This increases your they'll just say it increases durability consumption. Or reduces durability consumption. Like, not this decrease reduction. Like, none of this double negative bullshit. Because, yeah. Yeah, they're going to fix the, they are going to fix the text. Because they said that some things when using English mode, like, things just don't display properly. That's how it was for us. We'd see a lot of squares and stuff. Yeah, so they're gonna address that. And they mentioned that there's some ornamentations that cause it, like the one that lets you dodge blows, like Avengers on monsters can give you durability. There's another one as well. You have to pay more for OC? How much? Wait, what? How much are you paying for OC? Because we pay what they pay. What are you paying? Oh. You can't even make a new character on Steam? What? I need to get that chat open. I wanted that chat and I didn't click on it. So what are you saying? Oh, thanks for the like, somebody. Waiting for this to load. There we go. What are you saying? It like cuts off every 3 words you guys say. You have to pay more, like 1/3 more? So when you say that, do you mean like when you purchase OC? Can't have any. So the launcher players pay $7. Do you mean 100 OC or 10 OC? You must mean 10 OC. You can't buy. You must mean 100. You can't buy 10 OC. $7 for 10 OC. One OC is $1. What? So you mean like if you were to go to the shopping plaza and you were to hit charge and you were to look at the packs of OC, they're higher than they were before. Like, wow, welcome to Canada. I pay $150 for 1,000 OC. welcome to the third world that we call North America. Like the Canadian dollar is just like shit. So, like Japan like raised the prices on everything by $20. Like when our games come out like fresh, like day one, our games are $79.99, and I think in the States they're still $59.99 like new. So they just added $20 to every product that like comes out of Japan for gaming. Like controllers are $20 more, consoles, everything. And a lot of games feature American prices. So if I buy something like Oni or Genshin or whatever, I have to pay taxes on it. Fuck, it sucks. So when I buy OC, I'm literally paying 50% more than my American friends. The point is we merge in the game server already, but the OC rate is still different. And the Steam players can't go to the Japanese site to buy cheaper OC. No. I mean, that makes sense. I mean... Oh, they also mentioned that they're fixing the negative OC. They're fixing negative OC. But at the same time... Apple, I don't know if it's just Apple, but a lot of digital media right now is changing their pricing point. Like, I don't know if it's some big, like, video game tech overlord cabal thing, but, like, I'm getting a lot of notifications for games. Like, I'm playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I just started playing Idle Huntress. And they're all, like, saying, oh, pricing things are changing. Because of inflation and shit and dollars and stuff. Like in different parts of the world, like they mentioned Chile and stuff, Chile, as an example, that pricing is changing for a lot of digital media. Like I don't know if it's going up. I doubt it's going down. But yeah, like that's something that's going around the industry. I guess you can call it that, the industry. But yeah, it was really buggy for us when we merged with the JP right away. I guess it's a bit different for you guys because you guys had 10 OC restores to start, so that was like the only thing we gained. As long as we had 10 OC restores, we didn't give a shit. I don't even care how much GP players pay. I really don't care. Okay, so there's a shit ton of bug fixes, and let's go over that. So we talked about the weapon durability thing. They're gonna. It literally just says weapon durability is reduced. That's what they're gonna change it to. So weapon durability is reduced or weapon durability is increased. Like those are the two variables. It's not gonna say reduce reduction bullshit. It also says there's gonna be some compensation. Yes, Crimson Mystery and King of the Great Powers, whatever that is, because they're changing the word, like they're not going to change the effects of the ornamentations we've already done, but because they're changing something, they're going to give out some form of compensation, so yay. There's also a problem with the China clothes outfit for Tokugawa Ieyasu. So for the 1% of the player base that has Ieyasu, this is going to fix this for you. There's one skill for Kintoki, the Dogi Goku Goku, and it's going to fix a bug. Okay. There's something here that, oh yeah. So I can demonstrate this one. If I don't crash. But you guys might have seen me do it a while ago, where I had no legs, basically. And there's a way to remove your legs with like one outfit set. And I found that out right quick because I bought the outfit set. I was like, oh, I like this outfit set. It's the gang outfit. Where is that at? Gang jacket. Man, I'm doing a bad alphabet today because I can't find. I went past the G's. Gang outfit. Yes. Oh, I can't see it. That's why I'm all confused. So if I wear, like, the hoodlum outfit thing, and then I wear any other pants that are not, like, the gang outfit, like, as you can see here, I'll just do this because it has contrast. My legs are gone. Okay, I just have boots. So, like, your legs just turn invisible. I might have, like, shown this off a couple times. But yeah, so they're fixing this glitch. Anyway, so I'm not going to parade around with this, but just to demonstrate it, yeah, so I have no legs. I have big-ass boots, though. But yeah, if I just wear sandals, you can see, like, clearly I'm a ghost. I have no legs. I lost them in the great anime waifu wars. Like, you can even see Keiji behind me. Yes, I'm a ghost. So they're fixing that, which I'm surprised they really found out about, to be honest. Now I don't remember what I was wearing, so now I'm going to just wear different clothes. Where are them booties? Is that them? Ew, red. Where's the purple ones? Did I not get them? Oh. I swear I did. Oh well. Cool. I am so lost. That's not what I wanted at all. Where's the good under... I'm so confused. It's not ribbon. What was it called? Is it garter? Cool black. Okay. Fuck, that looks nice. It's gonna bother me until I fix this. What is that? Those look nice. Oh. That's a lot of thigh. Oh well, it'll do. Okay, so okay. So other bug fixes. Yeah, so it was for the female with the gang outfit. They fixed that. When the language setting is English, fixes a bug that may display a different information banner from the original one. So if you're seeing a bunch of numbers on Steam and stuff instead of the right characters, they're going to address that. Same thing happened to us. Like, there was a nickname that some of us would call JP players the squares because the game, we couldn't translate their kanji. It wouldn't display. It would just show a bunch of squares. Like a Masegno glitch in Pokemon if you're from that era. Anyway, if you remember that. My age is showing. What else is there? It says when the notation of onigiri coins is negative, they're addressing a bug that prevents some shops from buying and selling items properly. So they're going to fix negative OC. So that's great. That was a big problem on Steam. When the product detail panel is displayed at the shopping plaza, fixes a bug that the details could not be closed with the X button in the panel. So I guess you're looking something in the shopping plaza, and then eventually it just bogs up and you can't close it, and you have to close app. So they're fixing that. I don't think I've encountered that, but they're fixing whatever that is. And then they mention for accounts taken over from Nintendo Switch, they fixed a bug that the onigiri coin charge button is not working properly. So some people couldn't buy OC from Switch on the new merge. They're going to be able to do that, so you'll be able to buy OC. Says when the language is set to English, fixes a bug that characters other than the alphabet are garbled. So anything that's not, one of the 26 letters of our alphabet, if it's something not, it's just fixing it anyway. I'm surprised that the thing used garbled. If the language is set to Japanese or Taiwanese, it fixes the bug that the following pack name is different from the original one, and it's basically the Fuma Kotaro Sailor China Clothes Pack is supposed to be just called the Fuma Kotaro China Clothes Pack. And then it says the Dungeon Boost campaign will end, and they're going to convert treasures to junk. Okay, so, this is, honestly a good update, because it's literally, it's going to be just, quality of life, fixing things, making things good, and I think it's worth looking forward to, especially for their latest love child adoption of Steam, Switch, and PC all playing together nicely, like the best of friends they are. So that's great. That's great. So that's good that they're setting things straight. And then again, for us, for those coming into the stream later, our next update is just going to be Dungeon Boost campaign. Our Dullahan's going to go away. Our Halloween event's going to go away. Make sure you get all your stuff. Use your LTDs, yada yada. And yeah, we're going to get a Dungeon Boost campaign that's going to have the 4 LTD dungeons. So every day for a week or two, we'll see how long it lasts. So Darkfin, Forest of Chaos, Ignis, and who's that other LTD bastard? Can't think of them. Leviathan, that's the one. Aura Historia. So those are going to be available every day, 3 tries a day, limited, lower energy costs. You know the drill, Dungeon Boost inside, lower energy, Experience Dungeon, same deal, Dungeon Boost inside, and lower energy cost. So that's great. And maybe Blitz Tiamat will be affected. Maybe you'll get cheaper runs. Who knows? Yeah, so that's fantastic. I'm really, really happy that the blacksmith ornamentation's coming back, or is finally getting released. I'm just, can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Let me see here, bargains. Oh, Soul Egg, thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a new month, so if you haven't logged in a while and you have PlayStation Plus, you will get some restores and that monthly pack, as we always do. So yeah, and then Infernal Purg is going to be the next Purg. So for some people, it's literally I sleep, or it's like there's no Ogi to get. Like just to like for some players, they haven't been around for Purg Gargoyle. It's different from every other Purg, just to give it an overview. So Dullahan's Purg has like 3 mags, has the Lapis Lazuli mag, it has the Celestite. I'm pretty sure the Gargoyles also have Celestite, which is used to make Reduxes, so, you know, we always pick that up. For those whose only Purg has ever been Dullahan, because those newer players do exist, your recipe will not drop from him. Like, your recipe is not going to drop from Purg itself. You have to gather up 9,000 treasures and trade them in. It also has a mag. Like, the Gargoyles do have a mag. They're really high element, but they're, like, negative holy for no reason. You don't heal while wearing it. And I don't know how good mags they are. Like, I don't know. Like, the Infernal and the Sleet one, they do have 3 ornamentation slots, 50 chakra. They can work. But I think Redux is just kind of like people are just going to use Redux over it because fire and ice, like they're going to get that from that. And then the Thunder one, Dullahan's a better Thunder mag, in my opinion. Although it's kind of not, but whatever. But basically, man, I'm having an internal struggle trying to think about how good those mags are. I mean, we'll look at them when it comes, and you can see for yourself. I'm not too big a fan of them, to be honest. Although you could put triple blacksmith on it and it'd be pretty bonkers. We did give that honorable mention to that. Who's this? Wow, they're just going off. Yeah, like you can get Gargoyle's 133 recipe from Oni mode in reward. That can happen. I got the mag recipe in reward when Sleet was around the first time. See, that person there has an awesome name. I've seen them around, Marionette. Oh, it's great. Such a cool name. Anywho, if we talk to Kaguya here, we go to crafting and we go to production cost, frozen hell. Oh, you know I'm gonna get that. What? Junk, what are you talking? Are you talking about Dullahan or are you talking about Infernal? Because I know Dullahan drops recipes. That's why I was saying it's not like Dullahan when it's Sleet or Infernal or Gargoyle. I ran Gargoyle. I never got a recipe in Hard and Hell mode. You must be talking about Dullahan. Because yeah, like Dullahan recipes, I had like 60 of each recipe in my inventory. Yeah. It's all good. So it's all good. So yeah, so the Sleet Sword Magatama Void, I do have the recipe. It's a 133 mag, 50 chakra. Again, the recipes, I think 9,000 treasures as well. They're all like this, is just switch the elements around. So 180 skill force unconditionally. And the problem is they're low health mags, so anyway. When you're under half, you gain another 50 skill force, so you're looking at 230 skill force. Under half. And then if you're also under half, you gain 2,000 attack. And then if you're under 30%, you get another 2,500 attack. So 4,500 just flat attack added. Gives you 100 ice, 100 rain. So, you know, by contrast, the Infernal will have 100 fire and 100 holy. Or, sorry, 100 fire and 100 wind. And the Levin will have 100 mountain and 100 lightning. just by comparison. And then this mag is negative lightning, negative mountain, the opposite of the Levin mag. And then negative 50 holy because, you know, we're just a bunch of, you know, bad people with unholy thoughts. And then it lowers your HP by 10%, and then it gives you 30% SP, negative 999 HP recovery, negative plus 50 SP recovery, and negative 15 crit because screw you. So personally, I'm not a big fan of not having crit. Basically, these mags are fantastic for Oni mode. Like, if you wanted to make these specifically to do Oni mode, and here's the funny part, you're probably, if you're farming Purg, you're probably doing Oni mode anyway, so you're kind of, and they'll only really be usable on, like, the next gargoyle. Anyway, it's just like, well, you're already doing this, but it's going to make doing it easier. It's like, you're doing it now. It's like farming, it's like the same concept of, like, I'm going to make a raid so that it's easier to fight Blitz Tiamat, and it's like, but you already fought Blitz Tiamat. It's like, shut up. I don't know. That's just how I think of it. I bought the Alsami recipe? I don't remember that. Anyway. Yeah, so that's what that mag does. So the Infernal is going to be the same thing, just a different flavor. 3 ornamentation slots, 50 chakra. Very similar to the Soul, 50 chakra, 3 ornamentation slots. Do you get the Levy? Do I get the Levy weapon too, Purg? So when you say Levy, you mean Leviathan or Levin Lance? So Levin Lance Purg? Are you asking me should you get it? Or what here? Do you get the Leviathan? Oh, like you're asking me, should you get it? Right, I would say, well, I mean, it's really up to you. Personally, like, I think a Dullahan's a better thunder weapon than the both of them. Lucifer, I'll answer that question right now. Because there's 4 lightning perks. That's a great question, actually. Like, if I did things differently, that could be a whole video, like, which lightning perks the best. Oh my god. Let's do a ranking video. Top 5 lightning perks. Honorable mention, Dullahan 128. There's only 5, I know! Anyway. So, okay. So a Revolt, which is the Lucifer Purg, only has 40 lightning. So bear that in mind. It does give you a shit ton of vitality, so it's a really good lightning spear. The Revolt, like, okay, I don't want to say it's a good lightning spear. It's a good spear, either way. But it literally, this weapon gives you 100 holy, 40 lightning. So it's kind of like, that's kind of a low lightning count in my point of view. Like, I think this is a holy weapon and whatever else you have on your build. So, like, I use Frozen Hell Mags, so my Lucifer weapon has Ice Dragon Spiral on it to complement that. I didn't really focus on the lightning aspect of the Revolt because Glittering Ashes is holy, Judgment Cross is really friggin' good, and that's also holy. So for me, I don't think the Revolt is a lightning weapon. I think it has lightning just so that it can give you a damage multiplier, and it corresponds with Lucifer lore-wise, and that's just how it is. But I think it's more of a holy weapon than it is a lightning weapon in my point of view. Should you put Rolling Thunder on it? If you can get it on, absolutely. You know, that's up to you. Then we have the Headless Corpse, which is the Dullahan weapon. And we know that the Dullahan weapon has the unique ability that's not written in text to do a greater damage multiplier than any other weapon in the game, which is 3 million damage, assuming you have enough Dark and Lightning when using it, and you will do just a shit ton of bonus damage, which makes multi-hit really, really good. So in Spear's case, Rolling Thunder goes zap, zap, zap. Every zap can do anywhere from, you know, damage cap to 12,999 and 15,999 mils a tick if you get both effects to trigger, and that's a lot of damage. Like, that's a lot of damage. Headless Corpse with Rolling Thunder Sublime, fantastic. But then again, it comes down to your class, what you have for lightning. Personally, like, it's hard to say. Like, the Dullahan Weapon, it has 100 dark, like completely opposite, you know, on the same breath that the Revolt has 100 lightning, or 100 holy, I should say. So for me, like, I'm going to build this thing for dark and then splash in some lightning. I think I have Rolling Thunder 7 and double charge spike on mine because that is 100 pierce. It's really good for pierce and stuff. But the Dullahan Weapon, as you can see here at the bottom, it says lightning plus 70. So it's already got 30 more lightning than the Revolt. The biggest thing about the Revolt, though, which I didn't mention, is that it has 3 damage multipliers. So that's its caveat, is the Revolt has 2 holy multipliers to 1 lightning. So that's how that works out. So basically, if every trigger was like 700k bonus damage, let's just say, you could trigger 3 of them, and it's really good for multi-hit, the Revolt. You could trigger multiple instances of that and get like a shit ton of bonus damage. I don't know if it's as much as the Corpse, but that it does have 3 multipliers, which is good. So if you build yourself Holy and Lightning, then you're fine. Next on the list for Lightning, we have the Horyu. No, where's the Uryu? The Uryu is the Dragon Arc Aosame Purg weapon. And I'm probably going to say this is the best lightning weapon because it has 80 rain and 80 lightning and 2 damage multipliers, and it gives you defense under half. It gives you 20 crit as long as you're over half. And it does something else. It gives you 30% attack just for existing. Like, it's written on there somewhere. Just, yeah, at the bottom, right next to Skill Force 70, you get 30% attack just for existing, 30 Skill Force, or 30 Crit Force, and then 10% to each of your defenses, 50 Pierce, negative Fire, negative Wind, negative Crit, but it's counteracted by being high health. So the Aosame has the most lightning. Yeah, that's pretty much where that logical... That's the end of that. That's the logical conclusion, is that Levin is the worst lightning Purg. Now, what about the mountain aspect of Levin? Well, the problem with Levin is that lightning and mountain are opposing elements most of the time. So, like Thunderquakes, you know, not that everyone uses their Tempest anymore, but like Thunderquakes are like plus lightning minus mountain. I don't know what's on the Soaring Peaks. I don't know what the negative is. Let me check that out real quick. But I'm glad you asked this question, because like you're gonna get a guide out of me, like just indirectly right now. I have a punishment mag. Anyway, Soaring Peak starts with an S, ends with a peak. I probably passed it. I wore one just the other day. Where'd it go? 2 Ruby Chalcedonies, oh my god. Sorry, Peak. That's a spear one, but it doesn't matter. It is negative wind. So Soaring Peaks are plus mountain, negative wind. And the Levin weapon is also plus mountain, plus lightning, and negative, I bet you will, negative mountain. It is negative wind and negative fire. So Soaring Peak kind of meshes with that. You just go negative wind. So that kind of works in your favor. Not for min, my friend. Not for min. The Thunder Mastery is negative mountain, so you can't really use, like, you can't use Thunder Masteries if you still have them. They don't jive well with the Levin weapon. But all the Dragon Arcs do have 2 multipliers on them. Like, by the way, like at one point in time they were the best weapons in the game, and then the Dragon Arcs came out, and then they weren't. Is mountain an element on at all? Yes. Spear has a Sublime for mountain. Spear has Earth Upending Spear, and it has Soaring Shadow Spike. Or no, sorry. Mountain Attack. I'm losing it, guys. I don't know what that's called. I mean, I was holding the revolt the whole time. Boys, oh boys. Stone Spire Barrier. Oh my god, I'm glad I remembered before I figured it out. Spear does have Stone Spire Barrier. Stone Spire Barrier is kind of weak on paper. It has an application, trust me. Stone Spire Barrier, it hits a lot of times. You can chain them together, cancel it, do whatever you want. PC's getting their shit together, Reese. Which means us in 2 or 3 weeks' time are also getting our shit together. So I'll give you a brief recap of it in a minute. So just to answer your question, so we have Stone Spire Barrier. It does exist. It's extractable up to rank 5. So you can get it pretty easily running Skill Card Dungeon. You'll get it all the time in there on Sundays, I believe. You guys that are on Steam now, did they, like, you guys must go by Japanese Standard Time now. So like your Monday Skill Card Dungeon is on Sunday. And you know, your Leviathan's on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, and so on and so forth. Like, you guys must be on the same rotation as us now. I only imagine. Spear also has the Sublime is Boulder Breaker Sublime. It's a dash attack, lunge. You hit something, you hit them 10 times. Really powerful. There's also Boulder Breaker as a regular attack. I don't recommend it at all. It only hits once, and it's just this like lunge step attack. And they also have Earth Upending Spear, and it's just like 3 hits that come up all around you in a circle. The main thing about Stone Spire Barrier is that if you use this point blank, it hits 15 times. And you're free to move while it's hitting, so you can go 1, 2, you know, walk, do whatever, use another one. Like, sometimes if you have one with 3 Stone Spire Barriers, like I have one in my weapon, my Frozen Fortune is like that. And basically, if you hit something with Stone Spire Barrier and you build yourself a Mountain Chiami, basically, if you're just using a Chiami with Stone Spire Barrier, you just go like back to full health. If you have enough crit and you can wear a Chiami and you run Stone Spire Barrier, like I was using Stone Spire Barrier fighting the Valentine's chocolates like 2-3 years ago, and I'd be like, oh no, I'm dying, Stone Spire Barrier, back to full health. Because I was gaining like, let's say there's 15 ticks. Like, the 15 on the rank 7, and then there's like 12 on the rank 6, and then there's like, let's say 10 on the rank 5, let's just say. And I would use like 3 of them in a row. It's like 15, 12, 10. I'm doing like 35 hits. And if I crit like 30 of those, I'm gaining 3% of my health back times 30. Like, and it just doesn't stop. Like, I just back to full, back to full, back to full, back to full. Like, it's a utility move that's like really cool for tanking, as long as you can crit. Like, you just like bang 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 bang. Like, if you draw aggro on something, you have a Chiami and you gotta like block or whatever, you can just quickly, oh hey bud, and then just get all your health back. You know, it pairs well with that as well. It's another 10 hits of healing. So so Spear does have Mountain. It's just we could never really take advantage of Mountain because it's our negative element, which kind of plagued us for many years. Is 52% crit good? That's fucking amazing. That's great. That's awesome. That's all you need. That's the minimum. That's ideal. 50 crit? That's fantastic. Doesn't matter what level you are. 50 crit's great. That's great. Because that means either you crit or you don't. That's all it means. Like, now if you're a single hit class, like if you're like sword or axe, for the most part, where a lot of your moves only hit once, you need a high crit to make sure you maintain DPS. But if you're like Spear, you can get away with like 30 plus because you're hitting so many times on average. And some Vanguards are like that as well. Okay, so to give you a rundown, Reese, if you're still around. So PC's getting their shit together. So the blacksmith ornamentation that I raved about a couple months ago, it's finally coming. That's the attack percent Daruma ball ornamentation that you can do like 3 of them on a Senryu and just go bonkers, or 3 of them on a Lychee and go bonkers. You know, and just do what you can with that. Really powerful pay to win ornamentation. That's coming. They say rain blaze mags are coming. I don't know if those are the balls we're going to need for blacksmith or not. And I wouldn't be surprised if they are, because I was like pre-stocking up on the ones it was supposed to come with, and it didn't, so, or it hasn't. So we'll have to find out what balls it's going to take for the ornamentation, because when it was originally announced, it said it was going to take this other one, and I had some, and I don't know if they're going to change it to the new ones, or if this mag's going to break down into, I don't know if they were called felts or whatnot. I should be able to, I wouldn't know them, like, if I looked at them, but I should have some in my inventory. Borneal and Satin. Yeah, Glacial Frost. This is the one that was supposed to come with the blacksmith ornamentation. The refined Borneal and Elegant Satin. Those are the balls. I was stacking up on these balls over the past couple of months. Kind of stopped doing that because the ornamentation didn't come, but we're going to find out if it's going to take Borneal and Satin or if it's going to take the new ones from the Rain Blaze mag that's coming. Whole bunch of bug fixes because of the merge with the PC. Like, they're fixing their text, they're fixing outfit glitches, they're fixing some textures on Lucifer. The Lucifer event should be coming back, and I hope it's part 2 of the Lucifer Satan event. It has an exchange shop near Coropon. If it is part 2, that means we're getting Ice Knowledges. It was the one thing we didn't get on PS4 before we merged. So if that does come to pass, then Ice Knowledges, that's fantastic. That's great for everybody. Do some crazy ornamentations on those. Let me get my phone here. Let me see. Let me open that back up. So, like, are you familiar with, like, Inevitable Last Stand? Like the other ones that are good. Like, let me see here. Like the new ones there. Yeah, okay. So it's the same breakdown as Inevitable Last Stand. Hey Raymond, as of right now, no. Like, PS4 is not merging with PC right now. Maybe in the future, but nothing along those lines. They're still, as I will say a million times, they're getting their shit together for this merge, like post-merge with Switch, Steam, and JPPC. Like, they're fine-tuning it, refining it, polishing it. So it's going to be the exact same breakdown. Where is my Senryu? How long has it been since I wore it? There it is. So, like, Inevitable Last Stand is a 2 chakra ornamentation. It was kind of better than the other ones, but basically you're going to have the level 1, the rank 1, that's going to be 2 chakra, the rank 3, the rank 2, that's going to be 5 chakra, and then the rank 3, the one that takes 10 of each ball, is going to be 8 chakra. And generally we don't go for the big ones, but you could if you had the mag for it. But it's basically going to be, it should be 2, 5, and 8, but we're probably only going to use the 2s, unless you get some mag that's really special. And it's going to be like, you'll probably have to reroll. It's kind of like, as I mentioned earlier, it's like one of the only ornamentations that's literally just, yeah, you want power, you want straight power, here you go. Like, if it's like, if we're lucky and it's 1 to 5% attack, like if it's at least 1 to 5% attack, that's all we need to see. If we can get like 455 or 444, like on a Senryu, let's say 15% attack, that's a whole burai. But it might be more. It may be a little bit, because they never show us what the lower ones are. They only show us the big one, and the big one is a guaranteed 10% to 15% attack, which is the same thing on a Kota Noa 10%. So that's how that's going to go. But if we're lucky, if the baby ornament is like the cooldown one I just did on my Soul Mag, if it's like that, where it's 1 to 10 and you can just re-roll it until you get it right, and you just wail that sucker, where is it? Do I have enough chakra to wear it? No, there it is. Like the Soul, I did the ornamentation, Heroes Wander 1, and it was like, you can get anywhere from 1 to 10 cooldown, and I just kept redoing it until I got 8 and 9, which I think are great, because that's 17 out of a potential 20, and that's fantastic. But that's what I did to give the Soul Mag cooldown. So in the same sense, someone could get like um, a lychee, or yeah, you could get a lychee and go triple blacksmith and get all the affinity that it gives you plus 15% attack. You're basically like making it a burai. So like in a sense, where skill force is not necessarily that important, blacksmith will basically eclipse inevitable last stand as the ornamentation of choice. Now, you know, at the end of the day, like if you have some balls sitting around that you want to use, by all means, do it. Do inevitable. Go for it. You know. But I think it's just going to be like a replacement, a power, not really. Well, I guess kind of a power creep, like a new staple. Why can't I find that? I just looked at it. Phew. Am I making Infernal Purg? That I don't know. It depends what's going on. Like, we're getting into overtime season. Like, I have to farm tomorrow. And someone's going to have to hold me to this because I don't want to. But I